guys. So yeah, this video is going to be all over the place probably. I'm really sorry. And also it's probably going to be unedited because I think I'm just going to do a direct upload from my webcam onto there. So sorry about that. Okay, I'm a little annoyed. So this is why I had to film this. And I was like, I could wait till tomorrow to film it. But yeah, I thought we'd film it now. So basically, I was just on Twitter scrolling and I saw this post by Soompi. And I saw my queen Hyuna. I saw her name in the headline, so obviously I had to check it out. So if you guys don't know, Hyuna, I want to say this happened a couple months ago, but I could be wrong because I'm really bad with timelines and stuff. A couple months ago, it was rumored that she was dating her fellow, I guess, like, industry mates, yeah, label mates. I want to say his name right, but I could mess it up. Edon, I think that's how you say it. Who was a member of Pentagon, who was also one of the members of Triple H with Hyuna, which is a subunit under Cube. So basically, there was rumors a couple months ago that they were dating. When those rumors came out, Cube Entertainment denied them, and then eventually, after like they had denied it, Edon and Hyuna both came out saying that they were dating. Now, I don't know if they came out saying this with or without the permission of Cube. Don't really know. Obviously, people are insane, and there was a lot of backlash, particularly towards him. I didn't see a whole lot of, I mean, there was backlash towards her, but there was a lot of people being like, kick him out of Pentagon, like, get him out of this group, like, blah, 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 because he was dating, which is insane because obviously we have crazy possessive fans, which I'm going to talk about a little bit more later. But basically, there was a lot of that. And then, like, I want to say a couple weeks ago, I could be wrong, once again, I'm bad at timelines, maybe a week or so ago, there was an article basically saying that he was taking a hiatus from Pentagon and all this. And the minute I read that, I was like, that's some bullshit. But then tonight, when I was on Twitter and I'm scrolling, and I see a post saying that the two of them were kicked out of Cube Entertainment, I literally had to stop. Like, my brain, like, didn't fully process that statement that I read. Like, I had to sit there, go back, reread it, and be like, what the actual fuck did I just read? Because that is the craziest thing I think I've heard of in a really, really long time. And I have been listening to K-pop for a really long time, so for me to be shocked by something is saying a lot. So I want to just read this really quick. This was posted on Soompi, basically saying that they were parting ways with Cube, and it said the agency revealed that Cube Entertainment had decided to remove both of them. And it said, the statement continues, when managing our artists, the company has worked with faith and trust in each other as the main priority. After much discussion, the judgment was made that it is not possible to recover the faith with these two artists. So the removal has been decided. What? The faith in their artists? Now, I don't know. This is me. Once again, I'm just going to backtrack. Like I said, Cube denied for a really, really long time that the two of them were dating. And then they both came out on their own and said that they were dating. Now, once again, I don't know if they ever actually got, like, approval from Cube to say that. But regardless, they came out on their own and said it. So I don't know if that's, like, the faith that Cube is talking about. I don't know if Cube is upset because they're getting backlash from fans of Pentagon because of this, which is stupid. They shouldn't be getting backlash about it because, let's just be real, he wasn't going to date none of y'all. Like, no. Like, that wasn't going to happen, okay? But obviously, if you guys have listened to K-pop or if you know anything about the way that people are about their idols, they're absolutely insane. People have gone up to idols during fan signs and been like, you never need to date anybody. Like, I have literally seen crazy shit. If you want to see some crazy ass shit with how crazy fans can be, there are videos on YouTube that you can literally look up where it's like all kinds of stuff. Like, just honestly look it up on YouTube, like crazy fans. Like, it's insane. Like, the stuff that they do, the stuff that they say is insane. And just because you're a fan of somebody doesn't mean you own them. I really want to say this, like, just because you're their fan does not mean you own them. Like, I know that you think in your head that he is going to somehow fly to whatever part of the world you're living in, meet you, fall in love, and want to marry you. But you know how many other people think that same exact thing? This lighting is so bad. I am so sorry. How many people think that same exact thing? Yeah, probably a lot. Like, there are millions of people who think the exact same thing as you. So what is the chance that that is going to happen to you? Probably 1 in a million. And I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm sure there have been stories of people dating their fans. I'm sure that that's a thing. But more than likely, it's not going to happen. What also makes me mad about this whole situation is that Hyuna has been with Cube forever. And I am a huge Hyuna stan. If you guys have been watching me for a while, you would know this. I'm a huge Hyuna stan. I love her, okay? Like, loved her for a minute. Love her as a solo artist. Love her in any of her subunits that she has been in. I am obsessed with her. Like, I think she is a freaking queen. She is the baddest bitch. Like, I love her, okay? And Hyuna's been with Cube Entertainment since, I want to say 2009, because I believe that's when 4 Minute debuted. And she has been a loyal bitch to them, like has literally been with them the entire time. 4 Minute disbanded, she stayed with them, she's done solo work for them, she was a part of Troublemaker, she's part of Triple H. So she's had like 2 different subunits within them. She's put out countless songs as a solo. She's toured as a solo artist, like to the US, like to other countries. Like she's like freaking queen. Like, she is such a legend. She has one of the most viewed music videos, like K-pop videos out there. Bubble Pop is like an iconic bop. Like, she is just that person. And I feel like Hyuna was one of the first people I ever heard of when I listened to K-pop. And then obviously I started listening to 4 Minute, and I absolutely loved 4 Minute. I was a 4 Minute stan. So yeah, like, I've always been a big fan of her, and when I heard she was dating, I was super happy for her. I was like, oh my god, like, they're cute. I thought they looked really cute together. I really liked Triple H, like, their first song they put out. I was a really big fan of that song. I don't listen to Pentagon that much. Pentagon have a couple good songs, and I feel bad for this kid, because literally, I want to say Pentagon, I want to say they debuted, like, 2016. I'm guessing, but I'm thinking, like, 2016. So if I'm right, like, 2 years that this kid's been in a group, like, trying to pave his way. Obviously, they're not a huge group right now, but they are obviously popular, building up momentum and stuff. And it just really sucks that this kid was part of a group that was building something, and now he's not a part of it. And I'm not saying he couldn't do something else. Like, he definitely has a ton of potential. I believe was like the main rapper of the group. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of thought he was. And like, I'm sure he has hella potential, but to work so hard, and if you guys don't know like how hard K-pop idols work to be in groups and to debut, you really should look into that, because I feel like that would make you think twice about things that you say about them, because the life of K-pop idols is absolutely insane, especially before they debut. And really, if you haven't ever looked into that, please look into it, because they train for so long before they ever get to debut. So for this kid to get to debut and then be kicked out for being in a relationship is absolutely insane to me and pisses me off. And I don't even like listen to Pentagon like that, but it pisses me off, okay? Also, other thing, like I said, Hyuna has been with Cube forever. To kick her out because she's dating somebody, once again, just as insane to me. And I'm really confused, because I don't really know where Cube's gonna make their money from now. Because like I said, Pentagon is growing, CLC is growing, but they're still not at the level that Beast or 4 Minute were. And I knew Cube was on some shit when they decided to disband 4 Minute, because now I could be wrong, and I'm not like trying to say that I'm right 100% on this, but I remember that whenever 4 Minute actually disbanded, that there was a lot of saying that Cube decided to disband them. They didn't actually make the decision, like Cube decided to disband them. And then with Beast, obviously Beast decided to end their contracts, and they left and they formed their own company, and now they're Highlight. So it's just a lot, and I'm just wondering how they're making money. Now I'm pretty sure A Pink is under a subdivision of Cube, but I'm still really confused. And then they have like a new group, but I'm really confused as to where they think exactly they're gonna make their money now, because Hyuna's a huge moneymaker, and I don't know, it just pisses me off. And that once again will bring me back around. I'm so sorry if this video is so random, sorry. This is what happens when I'm not gonna edit. I just don't understand how people think that they own people or they own their idols. Like, their idols can't ever date. Like what? Like, no, your idols can date. They're grown adults. Like, if they were doing anything else with their life other than being in the spotlight, like, no one would care. They would be able to date. They'd be able to do whatever. But because they're in the spotlight, and for some reason, I feel like K-pop idols get it worse than a lot of people. It's just like they can't do anything, and it's so insane to me, and it's always been insane to me. Like, literally, I remember that one of the first things I ever, like, kind of heard about was, I think, am I right? Hold on, I'm trying to think. Who, like, the first idol I heard about, like, dating somebody, there was, like, a scandal. I feel like it was, like, an EXO member. I want to say it was, like, an EXO member, but I could be wrong. Like, dating, no, maybe it was Super Junior. I don't remember. But it was somebody that was, like, dating somebody, and it was this whole big thing, and I was just sitting there, like, they're adults, like, they can date. Like, what? And I don't know if, like, them dating necessarily, like, maybe did something with their contracts, maybe, like, it was part of their contracts to not date, or whatever. I don't really know, because, you know, like, they have crazy contracts in K-pop, like, entertainment companies, but whatever reason that they kicked them out, I think it's absolutely insane, and it really pisses me off because I feel like that's not what they deserved by any means. And also, I just don't understand, like, why you let these crazy fans dictate what you do with your company. Like, just because these fans, like, think that their idols are never going to get married or never going to date or anything. Like, I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. If you guys have been around for a really long time, obviously you've seen that there are K-pop idols who are married, who are dating. Like, Taeyong, he's married. Eli from You Kiss is married. He has a kid. Like, there are idols who go out and they get married and they live their life because they are people and they have to eventually do that. Like, they're not going to stay single and live alone and then die alone, because they're only going to be idols for so long. Like, eventually they're going to have to, well, not necessarily give up their life, because there's, like, obviously groups that are still together and stuff, but eventually, like, they're going to want to have a life. So it's just insane to me that when two idols actually admit to it rather than having all kinds of speculations about it, that they end up getting screwed over. And I remember this has happened more than once. You can look it up, all kinds of, like, dating stuff, like, all of it. You can look it up. It just amazes me how, like, they got screwed over and they've gotten taken from a company. And I'm sure, like, it'll be fine for them. Like, they're both really talented. I'm sure, like, they'll find something, like, they'll be able to do something. But it's just some bullshit to me that this company that's supposed to take care of their artists just decided to not take care of their artists because people are bitter. I don't know. And if you're one of those people who's bitter, bitch, be bitter, because you still don't have him, and now you got him kicked out of a group. And that is absolutely insane to me. And you can't say that to me that you're a fan of a group if you don't support what they do. If they do something bad, okay, like, don't support it, but for them to be happy to not support your idol's happiness, like, you're not a fan. Like, you are a fake bitch. You're not a fan if you don't support them. Like, if you're not happy for them, like, what are you doing? Because you should be, because they're living their life. You should be happy that they're happy, that they are living their best life, that they are, like, being fulfilled. Because there are so many people that, like, aren't fulfilled, that are, like, obviously going through hard things, and you should be so thankful that your idol is, like, happy and fulfilled. And I'm getting pissed off. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about, like, all kinds of people that, like, literally this could bring me to a whole nother rant, and I really don't want to get into that because I'll get, like, upset and, like, oh. But you should be so thankful that your idol is happy and living a fulfilling life, and, you know, is doing what they love and is being happy. Like, you should be so happy for them, but instead you're being a bitter bitch because they're not with you or whatever, or they're not committing to this life of not dating. Like, who cares if they're happy? Like, why the fuck do you, like, why would you not want them to be happy? Like, I just don't fucking understand. And I'm getting mad because I'm just thinking about, like all kinds of stuff. But it just pisses me off. And like, I don't know. Oh god. Okay, I was gonna get mad. Okay, I'm really sorry. I was about to get really angry, and I don't want to be all like angry, but I am angry because this is some bullshit. But yeah, I'm really sad that I ever thought that Cube was like a really good company, because when I first started listening to K-pop and I was like super into 4 Minute and Beast, like those were the first two groups I was super into. I remember being like, oh my god, Cube's a great company, and then now I realize they're just shit like every other company. Um, so I feel bad, and it absolutely sucks. And I hope that Cube gets screwed over for this. I mean, I hope the best for their groups that are under them, because like I don't want them to get screwed over, but the CEO and stuff of that can be screwed over. Like, I don't give a shit, because it's some bullshit to do that to people, especially people who have put like their heart and soul into their art and into their work. It's just some bullshit. And for those fans who are bitter, like I don't know, get happy with your own life. Like, I don't know, like, you need something else to do with your life if you're that worried about them dating. And as far as for them, I hope that they are successful. I hope that they end up married, have beautiful children, live their best lives, and just like get rich, like live their best lives, not part of that toxic community anymore. I don't know. I'm pissed, and this is going to be a really, really long video probably. I'm going to end this. What is this, like 16 minutes? I'm going to end this now. But yeah, leave your comments down below. Follow me on social media. All the links are going to be down below. And yeah, I will talk to you guys soon. I'm going to be back with GOT7 reactions, so look out for that. I just wanted to film this. Really sorry, this is crap quality, but it's like midnight, so anyways, I'm going to go. I'm going to upload this. Like I said, this is going to be a mess. I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.